Inspire with Nendrix, the foundation.
Hey, Embracing Arms community, this is Dr. Danielle Hairston, and I'm coming back to you with another 5-minute quickie. Today I'm going to talk just quickly about controlling people. I know that you know someone that is fairly controlling, perhaps in your workplace, or maybe it is someone that, you were dating or that you had some type of romantic relationship with. Maybe it's your children, maybe it's, close family relatives, but we all have confronted and been in front of individuals that we may have identified as controlling. And sometimes we may be dealing with people that are controlling, you're not even recognizing that they're controlling people. So, I just want to share a couple of things. I mean, there's a lot of signs that you could recognize to determine if the person that you're dealing with is controlling. But there are a couple that I want to kind of share with you since we only have 5 minutes. So if you want to know more, you can visit us at embracingarms.com and register for one of our upcoming workshops so that we can drill down into it a little bit more. But for the purpose of this 5-minute quickie, I want to say one of the signs that you would notice in a person that is controlling is this inability to respect boundaries. People who are controlling, like, they will cross boundaries all the time. If it's in the workplace, sometimes it's just, being in your immediate personal space when you're asking them not to be. It is opening up the door to your office before knocking. In relationships, it could be, your male friend or your female friend just showing up to your home unannounced, even after telling them that that's inappropriate or that makes you feel uncomfortable. So those are, a couple kind of examples of people who don't respect boundaries that, you may be noticing in the person that you're thinking perhaps is a little controlling. And these aren't things that are just one-offs. These are things that happen consistently. So don't misunderstand this particular characteristic as the only thing that will determine if a person's controlling or not. It is things that those same behaviors that happen over a period of time. The other thing is people who are controlling, they like to create drama. Oh my God, no, it doesn't matter where they are, what's happening, they have to create some type of drama. That annoys me to no end. I do not like to be around people who just have to be in the seat of drama all the time, because a lot of things can be resolved. Ooh, my camera's going crazy. A lot of things could be resolved without a lot of drama. So that's one of the other characteristics of someone that is controlling. They love drama. Have you ever been to a mall and dealing with customer service, and maybe they didn't put cheese on your burger and you ask for cheese and you're like, okay, cool, just take it back, put the cheese on, make sure it's melted, give it back to me. A person that's controlling, they really want to dig a little deeper. They want to make it a big deal. They want the manager to come out. They want their cheeseburger comped. They, they want to challenge the waitress on their competency to be a good waiter. Things like that. That annoys me. So if you know someone that's like that, they may be a little bit controlling. Another thing is a bit of intimidation, right? They always want to seem superior, more superior than what they really are. When they're in a space with those people who are truly their superior, they tend to downplay their contribution or downplay the value of that individual because they have the need to appear more superior and larger and bigger in those individuals' presence. So again, not standing by itself, in combination of all these other behaviors, that may be a controlling person. So pay attention to that. And the other one is constant criticism. You know, do you know someone who always criticize people? You know, kind of like belittling others, you know, not really taking responsibility for whatever the situation is. And so instead they criticize the other person. Maybe they've had past relationships that failed and never take ownership for why the relationship failed. They're always kind of criticizing the other person. So those are some of the things that you might want to look for if you are dealing with someone who you're thinking maybe a little controlling but not quite sure. Those are a couple signs. It's not all of them, but those are a couple signs. And one of the things that I would challenge you to do is, you know, really start to think about how you are responding to that person. And don't do snap responses. Take your time and be consistent and pay attention to the way you're responding to those people. Don't do tally marks of their behavior, you know, and create a journal around all of the things that they're doing and then regurgitate all of that to them later. But just be mindful and pay attention to some of the behaviors and start thinking about a strong response to how you are going to manage that space. Not to take control, because we don't want controlling behavior to beget controlling behavior, but to manage that space so that the individual recognize some of the characteristics that they're displaying. So those are just some of the things that I had on my mind, my 5-minute quickie, or maybe 6 minutes. But go back out in the community as much as you can and embrace someone. They are waiting for you. In the meantime, continue to live your best life and wear your mask. If you don't care about your own health, care about someone else's. Have a good day.
My Lacasa boy, this is my residence. My prescription boy, this is my medicine. The world can be sickening, living in house resemblance. Not to mention the media's effort to keep us in the most simplistic state of mind. Lowest age bracket committing the highest rate of crime.